Soul Journers of Truth, the 144, chosen of the chosen of the chosen few. You all know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth in this divine energy essence of it all. Reporting to you live from nowhere other than dimension number 5. Step right up, step right in. Come get in this jive. Word to use, right? Jive. As usual, I bring you the news to infuse if you so choose to infuse with this light grid, and we are gridding right now. So join us on the light grid. If not, it's your choice, you can choose to refuse. And remember, if you refuse, be prepared to be fried and on the grid. Right, Miss Oracle? I see you. Peace, love, and light. Hola. Right? Ashe, Ashe, how are you on this beautiful, what today is? Their moon day. What today for us is the root chakra day for those who got they calendars, right? So faithfully, you got your update. And speaking of update, that's what this is. I'm doing kind of a brief pass through on updating. Um, I had a dream. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. And the word that kept standing out was boost, boost and update. So we are in a season right now. Of course, we're in the Gemini season or the Jehudi season, information. We have a Gemini stellium. So I'm just painting a picture so we understand there is an informational boost right now. That's what I'm getting. A lot of us, it's like the way the message was coming, and I'm speaking to my 5D specifically, especially the 144, especially. There's a boost, there is an update that is happening. We're gaining some type of energetic boost and update. That's how the word was coming, boost, boost. So throughout these frequencies that we've been traversing through, obviously, this is the moment within this space right now. We're in this boost. After the new moon, in this, we're in what phase? We're in the waxing phase of the moon. So within this first quarter stage of the moon, there is this boost that is happening. And it's probably going to crown around the full moon that is coming up next week. I believe it'll be about on the 11th, which reminds me, full moon workshop is coming up. Remember, I do this quarterly, so the next one won't be until September if you do not catch this one. For those of you who missed the one in March, we have the full moon 7-day workshop coming up. You may see the flyer. I may post it either tomorrow or the day after. Within the next day or two, you'll see the flyer. So look out for it. That's another thing. And with that said, before I get any further into what this boost is saying, any other housekeeping. Yes, I mentioned in the last video about the root chakra, but as I noticed, like the time is just flying. So the workshop is really around the corner, the 7-day workshop. So we're going to have the 7-day workshop first. I'm preparing for all of that this week. And then we'll do the root chakra at the end of the month. So for those of you who are saying yes to the root chakra, thank you. I got you. I'll email you back as well in response that we will be doing it at the end of the month. Because the weekend after that full moon workshop is going to be the summer solstice. And I have an event. I'm a speaker at an event that I'm going to be doing during the summer solstice, and that will be the debut of the calendars. Hello. Calendars will be here specifically and especially for the summer solstice debut. So we'll look out for that as well. So root chakra workshop will be at the weekend at the end of the month. I will believe it will be the 27th, that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So keep up with that. So back to the message. Now that we've done that, the update. I was really sensing this boost and update that we're getting. So all of this is a part of it. Signing up for the workshop is definite. And I'm not saying that to solicit, because I don't solicit spirit. It's really to help those. But it is helpful. It's a shadow working tool. So it would be helpful in this boost or this update. If not, hey, even if you're not in the workshop, just be mindful of doing your soul work and being in tuned and attuned to the frequencies, the vibrations. What we're looking out for is communication. There is a an expansion in the communication, as Mercury is the ruling planet of Jehudi, of Gemini, right? And it's at the end. I believe it's close to the end. It's in the final degrees of Gemini, as so is Jupiter. So they're kind of moving together, right? And Jupiter is expansion. So think of there as this expansion in communication, and not just about speaking, right? This is about how you're expressing yourself in your being, in your doing, which has every bit to do with 5D. Because as I said, 5D is the expression of creation in time. That is the fifth dimension. So we have to understand that these expressions is more than just speaking, right? It is how we are lighting up on the light grid, which, as I said, the light grid, light is information. So it's how information is being shared on the grid. So how we're gridding, right? It's the Metatron's cube that is filtering, almost operating like a filter of this information, right? The keeper of information, as well as Jehudi. And Jehudi, that month we're in, is preparing us, as I said, for the halls of Amenti in 2 months. So there's this preparation, there's this expansion. It's like, and Jupiter has been in Gemini all year. So communication as a whole has been on expansion. That's why you may even notice in the past year, a lot of us have been coming online in our psychic abilities, in our clairs, as well as galactic, intergalactic communication, as well as communication through your dreams, your higher self speaking to you through your dreams, through your visions. Dreams are becoming more vivid. Dreams are feeling like, specifically like that dream I had last night, dreams are feeling like a pass by in time, or like some type of connection in time, some type of bridge connection, if you will. It doesn't quite feel like a dream. It feels like an extension of life, from daylight to night. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's, I know some of you know what I'm talking about. A lot of these dreams are feeling like we're just checking into another extension of our lifetime. You know, like, okay, check out of this, and now we're in here in this world, in our dream world. And the dreams are saying a lot. So be mindful of what you're hearing in the message. There's a coded message in the dream. So just like what I'm saying to you, what I got out of the dream was boost and update. And I kept hearing that in the coded message. And it's not like that's what was happening in the dream, but that is what is being expressed through whatever it is that is happening in the dream. That there is a boost, and we are here to get that boost, to get that update. As I was in the dream, I was sensing, as I was being shifted from one thing to another, it was like certain ones were preparing for me. And it was like, oh, there you are, here you go, here is the place where you're to be. And then some certain ones were being sent to me. And they were the ones who were preparing for me, were setting up for me to be this interchange or exchange, or be able to help the ones that are being sent to me. But overall, it was highlighting that there is a boost, there is an update, and some of us are here to facilitate and help with this boost and this update of information. Right? You're coming online, you're getting your DNA activation, the soul ascension, all of that is what's happening, right? And so we're getting rid of outdated programming, right? So speaking with one of my Starseed family friends, shout out to Miss Carrie, is, are you updated or outdated? You know, because as we were speaking on, I was sharing it with her, and it was like, speaking of that, there's this sense of, you know, are you being updated or outdated, right? And it's to say we're getting rid of the outdated programming. That's what we're feeling a sense of, that is falling away. And as the more we get rid of the outdated programming, the more we open ourselves up to receive the update. And that's how most of us are getting our downloads. When you allow yourself to be updated to spirit, to get your spiritual update, your spiritual boost, right? And I say that because it's just like what they were doing. And now that I'm saying this, I'm hearing that, be mindful of, because I heard, let me say what I was going to say first. It's just like when they were talking about the jabs and all of that, and they wanted you to get the first boost shot and then the update and the update, right? This is the spiritual boost and update. This is what they want to actually block, right? And they're aware of these updates, and that's why they're rolling out something else, right? I don't know how many of you have been seeing this, but, and I'm not even sure how true it is because I don't watch the news and I don't like to be fooled by the goddess Medea, the media. I don't like to let the illusions delude me and get caught in their confusions. But there was something going around about another strand of their, their whole COVID, COVID. Right? It's so there's some other strand they said, and so when I saw that, I was like, here it goes. They're ready because they see another major level of update happening, so they're ready to clamp that. They're ready to put something out. They got to give you a reason to start their treason. So they're going to give you something to say, here, we got to, to kind of pull the scary ones back in. But right now, a lot of us are far past that, to be honest. I think there's so much people that are far beyond falling for that whole COV bullcrap that I don't really see it going much far. But simply to let you know that we're getting our own update. So be aware of the spiritual update in the atmosphere. And that's happening because of how much of the outdated program you're getting rid of. So the more you want your update, this is what I have to share with us. The more that you want to receive of your update is the more you're going to want to seek to get rid of. And that, as I say that, this is why I said the workshop, things like the workshop will help, because it's a shadow tool used in this workshop that is helping you to tap into your subconscious mind, right? It's shadow working, and shadow working is like when you face yourself. When you allow yourself to face your feelings, face these truths, face what it is. And even in the beginning of the workshop, you're going to see, I'll explain it in the workshop, you'll see off rip, we're being shown just through the chakras alone of what fears we need to face, how we need to face the fears in order to face the true feelings, something more like that. We're in interfacing. And when we do that, we remove any illusions and delusions out of these feelings that have been implanted by these outdated programmings, right? Whether it be family, whether it be society, whatever it is, it's outdated, right? Those timelines, as we said, have been collapsing, and it's time for it to really fall away. And as a part of this communication, again, that shows up in the chakras, we'll talk about it in the workshop, in the communication that is expanding, it's highlighting where we are to now express ourselves, because it's not just about gaining this information, but it's also about what are we going to do with it. What are you going to do? Not just speak about it, but what are you going to do in your expressions? What are you going to do in your being? Because that is 5D, the energy that is within you, throughout you, and what you exude and what is coming from you, what is excreting from you, right? Not what you're saying, not what you're talking about amongst friends, not the information that you're sharing, but the information, as in the energy that is informed within you, the light information that is being exuded from you, that is shining through you, and that is coming through, oozing through your auric field, your energetic auric field, out into the atmosphere, into the 5D atmosphere, where a lot of us are bearing witness to it. So that's the expression. It's what we are bearing witness to in the 5D expression. And so as a part of this dream, as I say that, it was something that was said about 3D and 5D. And I'm trying to pull it back together because I didn't write it down. But there's something there that was to be said, that it's something to do with the perspective or the perception. I remember hearing perception is deception. So be mindful, because the 3D's perceptions, right, they spew deception, and their perception is deception. So be mindful of what you are intertwining with. It's like in the exchange, I was seeing some kind of exchange, and it was speaking more to the updated 5D ones, those who are getting their updates, getting their boosts. Be mindful, because 3D is right there, ready to siphon from you, ready to deceive you, and ready to just take from you. And so Again, nothing personal, but this is what they do. This is how they have to survive in their desperation. And it's like sitting there waiting on you to get your drops of light, to get your update, to kind of siphon it out. So be mindful of when you get your update, how you're getting your update, how you're existing in your update. And nothing, to be honest, nothing can really be stolen from you. I'm not saying it in that way, because for you to even accept it, we have to release the outdated programming. So if they're still holding on to outdated programming, they can't hold on to your update. They can't handle your update, right? They can't take that update. But what they can do is they can distract you from your update. When they siphon certain energy from you, they're not siphoning your update and your boost. They can't even handle it. But what they can do is siphon out your, when I say your energy, I want to say it in a way where you understand, because they literally can't take it from you, but they just take by distracting you, if that makes sense, right? Throwing you off your kilter, throwing you off guard, but just being right there so they can just take from you, and be mindful of what you perceive, right? What they give you is a perception, and their perception is a deception. Ashe? So, with that said, I definitely wanted to come on and share that. I was like, I couldn't let this day go by and not give the message as I was getting it, which is your boost. Be aware, be in posture your heart, open your heart. We have to really be open hearted, which means be understanding, be not judgmental. Use good judgment and discernment, but do not be judgmental. There's a fine line between the two. So open your capacity to understand by tapping into your heart, which again, why this workshop will be good, because we're definitely getting to the heart. On the full moon day, we're on our heart. So really think about, and if you know this is for somebody, send it to them. Like if there's something, that resonates with you, be ready for that workshop. But open your heart, and open your heart to these frequencies, to these energies, to gain your update. Release what no longer serves you. Release what is heavy on your heart, and allow yourself to take in and receive what is rightfully yours. The update is here. The boost is here, right? Don't fall for that false advertising of something else, right? Because there's nothing to fear. Only truth here to be revealed. Ashe? So get your update, get your 5D update. Step right up at a 5D corner near you. Step right up. It's only within, and it's oh so true. Step right up. Ashe, and get your calendars at a 5D corner near you. Sign up for the workshop at a 5D corner near you, which, by the way, it is at akilatextry@gmail.com. AKILAHTEXTRI@gmail.com. Feel free to email me if you have any questions or anything to do with the calendars, the workshops, or just a general question. Anyhow, whatever you have that's there, I'm here. Ashe. So with that said, love you. Thank you, Miss Oracle, for coming through, sitting here with me. It's always good to see you. You caught me again. Or that was Soul that caught me. You caught me this time. Soul caught me last time. But it's always good to see you and Soul, because you were all one of my first people on my lives since last year. So I'm always happy to see one of my first, like you, Soleil, Tyrone, Starte, my first calendar love. Anyway, with that said, love you all. Each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start, start in your big, beautiful heart. Remember to keep it open as much as you can. Shine your light from the inside out, and be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. Peace, love, and light.